Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about Scorpio Rising or Scorpio Ascendant people. Rising and Ascendant mean the exact same thing. You can say it any way you want. We're going to be talking about some personality traits, physical appearance traits, love compatibility, and then I will tell you some celebrities that are Scorpio Ascendant. If you're wondering what Ascendant is, it was just the point that was on the Eastern horizon at the time of your birth. And you can find your Ascendant sign by putting in your birthday, the city and state you were born, and the exact time you were born into a birth chart calculator, which I will link one in the description box if you would like to look. And whatever sign rules your first house is your ascendant sign. So we're just going to jump right in. But first, I'm going to give a disclaimer that this is a very general description of Scorpio Ascendant. It can play out various different ways depending on other signs and aspects in your chart. So the ruling planets of Scorpio is Mars and Pluto. The element is water, and the symbol is Scorpion. Sorry, I keep stuttering. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, these ascendants can have a very powerful presence. When you're around your Scorpio ascendant friends, you may feel like they look directly through you, which honestly they kind of do. They have really great intuition, and they can kind of get a feel for how a person is just by being around them. They can be a bit intimidating as well. These people can be also, very, very private about themselves. But you may notice when you're around your Scorpio ascendant friend, you feel the need to just tell your whole life story because they just have that aura about them. You may feel like you can really trust those people. These people can also be very intuitive and suspect to people that they are just first meeting. I feel like them being very timid around people that they are first meeting may be like a protection mechanism because they're very sensitive and very empathetic, and they feel things very deeply and they love very deeply. So they don't want to give too much of themselves unless they know that they are safe or, they feel safe. They're possibly picking up on others' emotions and feeling them before that other person even feels that themselves or has even processed what they're feeling. The Scorpio ascendant person feels that. I was around one of my friends the other day, and there was a whole situation going on, and I started getting really, really anxious, and she was like, "Girl, I am an empath and you are stressing me out with you being stressed out. So I'm gonna need you to calm down." And I was like, "Damn, girl, okay." That's just how Scorpio ascendant people are, They can be very careful and selective when making friends. They're extremely loyal and dedicated to their friends, so they want to make sure they have very genuine, loving friends. They would do anything for those they love as well. And because they love so deeply, if they're ever betrayed, they may retaliate with that exact same passion that they once had for love. You know what I mean? So, say they love someone a lot and then they get betrayed by that person, they're going to be equally as upset as they were loving, They're very, very deep, they seek out the darker sides of life and can even be interested in the pain and struggle that makes a person who they are. If they're getting close to someone, they want to know, how did you get here? What was your childhood like? How was your family? What was, school like for you? They want to know everything. They can even be extremely spiritual. I wouldn't say religious. Maybe they are religious, but whatever spiritual side about them that they have, they're very into it usually. These people love to live passionately, and they don't mind drama and chaos to a certain extent. They feel like they want to live their life to the fullest, and the fullest for them may be a bit of chaos, which there's nothing wrong with that. That's just who you are, embrace that shit. And they may also attract other passionate and intense people as well, and passionate and intense situations a lot of times. They can even remain fully functional during intense situations, and they may have this aura about them that seems super cool, calm, and collected, even if on the inside they're freaking out, They just feel emotions very, very deeply, This placement can honestly push the Scorpio rising native to transform through chaotic and intense situations as well. And just adversity in general. And Scorpio rising people can have like a darker side to them, not a bad side. You know, I feel like the darker side varies from person to person, whatever it may be. Like I have several Scorpio ascendant friends. I just attract them. But her darker side, I would say, is just her upbringing. You know, she went through a lot as a child, which forced her to transform into the beautiful, incredible soul that she is today. But, you know, living through that PTSD, I would say, is her darker side. So it really varies from person to person. You know, through understanding and accepting that side, they can honestly step into their power, which I feel like she has. And it's been really, really cool to watch because I've known her since I was like 15. But they can also be very intelligent because they love to learn and they love to uncover the truths of life, whatever those truths may be for that person. And they may also be very articulate in speech and very expressive. They may talk with their hands a lot. And they are a sucker for profound, long, deep conversations. They are also very curious about others. They want to know so much about their friends, their loved ones, their families. Like they love to hear stories and just understand what makes a person who they are. They love that. And they may also be very confident in their skills and, you know, may honestly prefer to work alone because they feel like, kind of like a Virgo in a way, they feel like if anyone can get something done right, it's them. So they would rather do things by themselves. And they can have quick minds as well, very witty. If you say something to them, they already have a response. Like they're thinking of that response while you're saying it type thing. They're very quick on their feet. And they can also be rather assertive and say what's on their mind. And they're not worried about retaliation because they're going to say how they're feeling, you know? And they don't mind speaking up for what they want either. So now let's talk about some physical appearance traits. They have deep, piercing eyes, beautiful eyes. Every Scorpio ascendant person I've met has the most deep and intense eyes, like they're just looking into your soul. They can be very strong and lean, typically very attractive, even if they're not conventionally attractive. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. People find them attractive, like no matter what. They can have very thick hair. Scorpio ascendant women can be very, very flexible, broad shoulders, square-shaped features, like probably have sharp jawlines, bold, straight brows, full, beautiful lips, pointed features, and they just have a very distinct appearance in general, and they attract a lot of attention. So now let's talk about some love compatibility. They're typically compatible with other water or earth signs, so Virgo, Capricorn, Pisces, Cancer, or other Scorpios. And, you know, I'm gonna give the disclaimer again. This is a general description of Scorpio ascendants in love. It really depends on Venus placements on how this will play out as well. But when these ascendants are in a relationship, they can be very loyal and dedicated. They love very deeply. Nothing light attracts. Flighty partners that break up and make up a lot, they're not into that. Break up with them once and they're like, all right, I'm done here. Don't try to get back with them type thing. They can also attract very intense partners. Typically looking for someone to settle down with and be with for life. They can usually have a very traditional view of relationships, you know, marriage, family, house, puppy, kids, all that. They don't rush into relationships. They want to make sure that they can trust that person, you know, and give their all to that person. They want to bear their soul to their partner, usually. They want to make sure that they can really trust their partners. They can be overly critical of partners as well and have really, really high standards. Therefore, it may take some time for them to find someone they find suitable to settle down with. Scorpio ascendant women may want to be the dominant partner in relationships, so that can be a little difficult to find a partner that will let them be that. This ascendant may also want to find someone that they can nurture, and they also want to be nurtured right back. They may enjoy a lot of physical attention, cuddling, kissing, that type of thing. They love that. They're attracted to very grounded, humble partners. They don't like anyone egotistical, even if they themselves are egotistical. They want their partner to be humble. They may struggle with feelings of jealousy and possessiveness, but luckily these ascendants are great at communicating, and communication is everything and can fix whatever most of the time, hopefully. So, you know, that's okay. An ideal partner for this ascendant would be someone who's very understanding, and like in the event of breaking up, these ascendants may find it really hard to move on. Now let's talk about some celebrities that are Scorpio ascendant. Bernie Sanders, James Franco, Vladimir Putin, Taylor Swift, Justin Bieber, Tom Cruise, Prince, Katy Perry, Nicole Kidman, Jim Carrey, Robin Williams, Lana Del Rey, Hillary Clinton, Bjork, Clint Eastwood, Halsey, Vin Diesel, Jennifer Love Hewitt, Rachel McAdams, and Sigmund Freud. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any other videos.